Hey everybody, thanks for joining. Today we're going to discuss an important project organization structure called composite organization. So first, we need to answer this question, what is a composite organization? Well, it's just kind of like it sounds. The definition of something that's composite is something that's made up of several parts. A composite organization is an organization made up of two or more organizational structures. The two most common used when you think about this could be a functional and a projectized organization being used together, but it can include others such as matrix. And so, if you haven't learned about these others, I'd go study those first and then come back to this so you can kind of have a better understanding of what's going on. And so, this chart on the right gives us a good visual of what this might look like. We have a primarily functional organization that has two projectized divisions inside of it. A good example to think of this might be if you have a functional organization, but the CEO decides to create a special project that includes marketing and finance employees that are usually under different functional managers. Now they come together and they have a projectized division as well as all their functional divisions reporting to the CEO. This concept of having two organization types in the same company reporting to the same CEO is what we call a composite organization.
Some of the upsides for a composite organization structure include providing flexibility in managing dynamic projects. Within an organization, there could be certain projects that are being managed following the balanced matrix organization structure, while others could be following the projectized organization structure. For instance, a new project may pop up where it is beneficial for the team to follow the functional organization structure, and thus the organization has the flexibility to apply it. Another upside of composite organization is the maximum efficiency that is achieved through customized organization structures management for each project. With the blending of all organization structures, this can help an organization improve efficiency, readiness, and market adaptation, especially if they're working in dynamic environments. They can respond rapidly to market or customer demand while decreasing the lead time to produce a new product. Another upside for composite organization structure is it is much more feasible to follow this structure because it makes it easy and convenient to manage products and projects. Just like mixing and matching anything else, an organization can use different combinations or structures for each project, hence making it easy to manage them in the long run. For the downsides of composite organization is it requires a good understanding of the different types of organization structures in order to implement them in managing different projects. An organization literally needs to have a solid understanding of each of the organization structures to successfully customize the management of each individual project. And this requirement in most cases comes at a great cost to the organization. Another downside of this is that composite organization requires change to occur within an organization structure, which could affect the operation of the organization. Because with the blending and implementation of all the organization structures, change in an organization's way of doing things is inevitable. And this may take time for an organization to adjust to the changes. Thus, failure should be anticipated in the process of this adaptation, and this may slow down the organization during this period of transition.
Every organizational structure that exists has a set of strengths as well as a set of weaknesses. A company that adopts composite organization will ideally capitalize on scenarios where certain strengths are more sought after in certain situations, such as matrix organization where a creative environment is a must, and functional organization where a very specific, specialized, and formal environment is necessary. There isn't always an organizational structure that is a clear winner for any given project. There will probably be certain projects where there is more than one good choice of structure that would do the job. But for most projects, there will be better and worse choices, some more obvious than others. But by being flexible and making use of different organizational structures for different projects in different situations, we theoretically have the most optimal setup for success. To be honest, when we first started working on our presentation, I was working on downsides, and I had a really difficult time coming up with anything. But I suppose that an optimally structured organization in theory doesn't always pan out to be the most optimally structured organization in practice. When plausible, composite organization structure will provide the most benefits when implemented correctly. However, it may not always be required and may end up being more hassle than it's worth at times. It does require change throughout different projects, so the complexity may cause unnecessary confusion. The simplicity of internalizing and sticking with one particular company-wide organizational structure may be more optimal at times. Practically speaking, large modern companies will probably want to use composite organization structure. Smaller companies, especially with rather specialized purposes, may opt to simply stick to one of the specific organizational structures for all projects.
And that's composite organization in a nutshell. Here's some of the sources we were able to read from, so definitely take a look if you want to learn more, and thanks for watching.